Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Packers and the Bengals on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones.
The Bengals offense, after a long summer, getting ready to go for the first time here in the preseason. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back.
And this is going to be his first run-through with his new team. He's got a real opportunity, I think, to be an impact player this year. So he'll be looking to do some positive things in the time that he's going to be out there here in this first preseason game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty good work there on the carry. And, Charles, you think about it, these starters are only going to get a quarter or so here in this first preseason game. So not many chances for a new running back to show what he can do.
So you make them count. Have a good carry each time they call your number, but also when they don't call your number, carry out your proper assignments. Whether you're blocking, swinging out the backfield for a pass, just do the right things.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Bengals and the Falcons, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got 1 game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win.
The Bengals offense getting prepared to go to work here in the 2nd week of the preseason. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back.
And he had a few moments in that first preseason game that made you sit up and take notice. And that's what you're looking for when you're with a new organization. Start compiling some of those moments and let this coaching staff know that you're a guy to be trusted.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Pretty good work there on the carry. And, Charles, this is the week 2 of the preseason, where We'll really see this first unit stay out there likely for the entire first half. So a good chance for a new running back to make an impression.
And really lock in on what his offensive linemen like to do, really get into the rhythms of their movements when they pull and trap.
There he goes, right side. He's across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 79 yards. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And some room to work. The 20, down to the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure.
Again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 101 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there.
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., a 16-yard touchdown. As his...
The 3rd and final week of the preseason is here. A 4th exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Bengals and the Commanders, and it comes your way next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, the 3rd and final week of preseason action, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably... The Bengals offense ready to go here in this final tune-up before the start of the regular season. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their rookie running back.
And he's going to get one more run-through here in this final week. He's done enough at this point to earn the job as the starter. So this is all about working on technique and getting a few more reps under his belt.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion left is Higgins. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. A pretty nice run there. And here we are, Charles, so close to the regular season. Some teams want to take it easy in this 3rd game. Not these guys. We're going to see if this running back is indeed the guy. And they say that he'll stay out there likely for the entire first half.
But they really want to fine-tune things, don't they? They really want things to be humming when the season kicks off for real. And in addition, it's a quiet message as well. We compete every snap, every game. You better come prepared to play us.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he is is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situations.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Gun. 11.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Gun. Shot. Shot.
Burrow on play action. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that'll be incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
On 2, ready?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Burrow looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Here we go.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense.
Here we go.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
12. Hey, we got to go score.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead